Hi, I'm Natalie. Hi, I'm Natalie.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is your crash course for the Holy Triduum.
Tridium.
Triduum.
Tridium.
Triduum.
Tridium. 1, 2, 3.
Triduum. Okay, so this all started when Jesus entered Judea. He went to a family he had promised to help.
The family was upset because Lazarus, the one who needed help, had died, but Jesus told them not to worry.
He went to where Lazarus was lying dead. He screamed,
Lazarus, come out!
and he woke up, risen from the dead. Boom!
After Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead, he entered Jerusalem.
The people of Jerusalem glorified him, singing,
Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. When Jesus entered the city, he did not enter as a king. He entered on a donkey instead of a horse like most kings would at that time. However, the people still called him the King of the Jews.
So yeah, Palm Sunday was pretty chill, but on Holy Thursday, things got intense. So Jesus and the apostles were eating the Passover meal. This is the meal that was also known as the Last Supper.
But Jesus also knew that this was the day that he would be betrayed by Judas and soon denied by Peter.
Yeah, and he kept hinting that someone would betray him.
Also, our Mass is largely based off the Last Supper. For example, Jesus took the bread and wine and gave it to his disciples as his body and blood.
After the meal, Judas left the group. The rest of the apostles followed Jesus to the Garden of Sorrow. He knew that he was going to die soon, and he asked them to pray with him.
But they kept falling asleep. Every time Jesus woke them up, they were unable to remain awake and in prayer with him.
That is, until Judas showed up. He was paid with silver coins to betray Jesus with a kiss. The soldiers took him to Pontius Pilate.
Pilate was the governor of Judea and was in charge of judging and condemning the criminals. So why do we even call it Good Friday?
Well, in the Bible it says, "For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, to bring you to God. He was put to death in the body, but made alive in the spirit." 1 Peter 3:18.
Basically, it's good because it means we can all go to heaven.
Yes! Yeah, so on Friday, the soldiers brought Jesus to Pontius Pilate to be judged.
But Pilate did not find him guilty.
Jesus never specifically claimed to be the king of the Jews, but the people of Rome were so angry and scared by the love that he spread, they demanded to have him executed.
Pilate washed his hands of the crucifixion because it is not what he wanted. However, Jesus was still sent to the cross.
This is where we get the Stations of the Cross from. We pray at each event that Jesus went through to help us understand his pain and his love for us.
On the way to the cross, Jesus fell 3 times. He was crowned with thorns, and he was beaten and mocked by the crowds.
However, there were still people there who believed in him. A woman named Veronica bravely stepped forward to wipe Jesus' face.
Finally, Jesus was placed on the cross. Before he died, he cried out, my God, oh why have you forsaken me?"
However, this message is seen as a victory cry. Jesus won the battle for us.
A soldier stepped forward and pierced his side to see if he was still alive.
Blood and water rushed out, and suddenly the crowd knew that Jesus had truly been the Son of God.
Holy Saturday, aka Black Saturday or the Great Sabbath.
This is the day that is talked about in the Nicene Creed.
Exactly. In the Creed, we say that Jesus descended into hell. While this was happening, it was the Sabbath day, the day that people mourned the death of Jesus.
And because it was a Sabbath day, the people rested.
Although there were not many events that occurred on this day, we do celebrate one important thing.
We welcome the RCIA candidates into the church.
These are adults or children who have decided to enter the Catholic Church. They have gone through many classes of faith and are officially welcomed on this day.
They get to receive baptism, First Communion, and Confirmation all in one night.
And now, drumroll, Easter Sunday!
One of the greatest events of our entire faith.
I mean, Jesus rose from the dead.
It's so crazy. He was dead, he descended into hell, and then he rose back to life. God works in
mind-blowing.
mysterious ways. Like, how does that even...
I don't know. Okay, so here's the story.
It all started when the stone in front of Jesus' tomb was rolled away.
Books say that one guard,
Longinus,
had a major conversion once he found out that Jesus was truly the Son of God.
When Mary Magdalene came to Jesus' tomb, she thought that someone had stolen his body. When she went inside, she found 2 angels who asked,
Who are you looking for?
and when she turned around, she saw Jesus but did not recognize him, thinking he was a gardener.
And then when she talked to him, he realized after talking to him that he truly was Jesus and he fulfilled all the prophecies.
Later, Jesus went to the apostles and they were overjoyed.
And these are some of the main facts about Easter Sunday.
Jesus rose from the dead and saved us all from sin.
And the best part about Easter is it lasts 7 weeks.
We can celebrate his rising for almost 2 months. So awesome. And this has been